Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne, and I'm Jeannie. Glad to have you join us tonight. And while we're waiting for a few more people to log on, just a few announcements to go. As always, our Friday night circles are 7:30 p.m. here in St. Johnsville. Please join us. If you've never been here before, please, by all means, join us. It's free. After your first visit, then we do ask for a donation of $10 per person. Got a lot going on. Let's see, we are set up for our Ballston Spa Satellite Circle for June 29th, and that is from 7 to 9 p.m., and that is $10 a person. Also, for every time you share this video, the last Wednesday of the month, we pull a name from the pot, and you'll get a free reading. This month's winner is Madison Brownell. So if you know her, if she shows up tonight, we'll let her know. But if you know her, give her a call and let her know that she won the free reading. Okay. Also, this weekend, we will be set up at the flea market in Nelliston, and it will be a surprise cut rate for the readings. If anyone is interested, come on up. It's 11 to 3. We'll be set up there with our dragons. I'm more than happy to do readings there for you. It's supposed to be a beautiful day this Saturday, and so we're praying that the rain stays away. Also, next weekend, we will be at the Altamont Renaissance Festival, the Capital District Renaissance Festival in Altamont, I should say, both days, Saturday and Sunday, and we have a blast up there. It's such a good time. There is a fee to go into the fair. I'm not exactly sure how much it is. I think it's like $7 a person, but it is such a wonderful time with all the jousting and the queens and everything else that are there. You really need to come and really enjoy that. That's the one fair that Michelle and I really enjoy doing. I know I do because it's like a grown-up play day. Also, I believe it's the 15th of June, I will be at the Stone Jug in Salisbury from 1 p.m. till whenever it stops, and Michelle will be doing healings at the Salisbury Jug as well. So come on up and join us up there on the 15th. In the meantime, I'll get started here, and there's a couple other announcements I'll make towards the end, but for now, let's see what we got. All right. There's definitely energy here tonight. All right. Oh, by the way, if you have not, please join what is it called on YouTube? Subscribe to the channel, please. We need the subscriptions. We're getting real close to the point where they will actually pay us to be on here, and we really, really need that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you know other people, just get them to subscribe. I don't care if they never even watch, as long as we have the subscriptions.
We would like them to watch.
I'd like them to watch, but we'll take what we can get in total honesty. So please subscribe to the channel. Okay, thank you. All right, we got here. Wow. Can you bring it back to the first, please, so I can I know there's a lot on there already. Renee Manzer, how you doing? Renee, you're asking for your sister. I don't know if this is her or not. She doesn't tell me who she is. She's dressed casually. This woman loved to work with her hands. She was very much into crafting and making and creating with her hands. And she's telling me that she would like to see you do more of this. She's saying, I don't know if you do it or not, Renee, but she's saying there is so much to gain just by being creative and letting that creative spirit flow. And she's saying you've got a lot of good ideas and it's something that you really should work with. So please consider it. She's also talking about a need to take time for yourself. She's saying a lot's been coming down on your head lately. And she's saying it's not always fair, but sometimes it's okay to back away and to just say, I need to take a me day. And she's saying, when you do, I'll be with you. So I believe this is your sister. Just know that this woman is here with a whole lot of love for you. Okay? I'll leave that. God bless. All right. Sheila Pecor. Hi, Sheila. Sheila, I don't normally get into this, but have you been having a lot of physical illness around you lately? There's a woman that comes in from spirit, and she's talking. Please know that I'm not a medical doctor by any stretch. This is what she's telling me, that you need to get some medical intervention in there. And she says, and then just do what you're supposed to do. She's saying, stop being so stubborn. I don't know if it's because you've ignored health issues or because you just don't want to deal with it, but she's saying, get things checked. Just go get a physical. It's going to be okay. You need some help. Okay. And she wants you to know that, but she's here with love and um, just a great big smile on her face and saying, I miss you. Michelle Sweet. Um, I think this is Charlie because he's coming in and he's just grinning from ear to ear. He says, yeah, I'm here. Now what are you going to do? He used to love to tease you is what I'm getting. To the point where it used to exasperate you or make you angry at times because it was like trying to get him to be serious. And he's very much like, yeah, well, why should I be any more serious now? I don't have to be. He just says, I never forget about you. I do love you. But he's saying it's so much fun to tease and to torment other people. Okay. He's also talking about this is a family gathering. I want to say it's the last one that he was present at. I don't know what it means, but all I'm hearing is remember the cup of tea or the cup of something. He's showing me an overly large coffee cup, and he's saying, remember this? But it's with a smile. It's all in good fun. Just a lot of love coming from him, and he wants you to know he's okay. He says, above everything else, I'm okay now. He says, he's saying he dealt with an awful lot before he passed, but he wants you to know that he's fine now. He's doing well. As he's saying, never better. But he does miss everyone. And just, like I said, a lot of love and a big old grin on his face. He's going to continue to tease and to torment. So when things start going crazy in your house, no, it's him. You can tell him to stop. He may not listen, but, and that's coming from me. He may not listen. But just know that there's love, okay? He's happy with the babies. All I'm hearing is give him a kiss for me. All right, and I'll leave that. All right. Maggie Mae Spalding. Maggie, have you been planning some type of a trip other than like a normal vacation? It's with the sole purpose of seeing someone that you haven't seen in a very long time. Um, the only thing I want to say with this is please make sure that you make that trip. There's an older gentleman that is here, and he's saying, make sure you go see her. I don't know who he's referring to, but he's saying, make sure you take the time and go see her. He says, and let her know that we're here for her. It's important to him that she get that message. I don't know if this was his wife or daughter or sister or something, but she's definitely connected to this man. All he's saying is it's been a long time. Just please make sure you make the trip. You'll feel so much better all the way around. Okay? God bless. All right. Is it Tara or Tara? Maloris? Yeah, Tara Maloris. There's a young man that comes in for you. He's standing here with his hands on his hips, like he's expected. He was really good at being evasive around people when he was here in the physical world. He's telling me he didn't always tell people how he felt. He didn't always show them. He's telling me he was pretty self-centered when he was here. It was all about him. He wants you to know that he's learned a lot. He says there's a lot of regrets there. He says, but he loves you even more. He's doing well. And he's talking like he wants to come in more. He wants to be able to help or to work more with people. Something with his throat before he died. I don't know what that was. I can feel the strain. But just know that he's going to be coming around more. I hope you know who we're talking about, Maggie May, because it's important to him that you acknowledge him. Okay? All right. I'll leave that. Wow, names are coming in fast tonight. Okay. Is it Deidre Rodeo? Rodeo or Rodeo? I'm not sure on the pronunciation. Please don't shoot me here. Deidre. Deidre, what's with the fingernails? I don't know if you get yours done, but this woman she's looking at the nails and she's saying, oh my. She's fascinated, something with the fingernails. I don't think it's mine, I think it's yours. She's talking about you taking care of yourself a little bit better than what you've been doing. She's telling me you're very tired lately. She wants you to take care of yourself, do things more for yourself, whether it's nails or hair or whatever. But she's saying you really need this. She says no one's going to take care of you better than you can take care of yourself. Always remember that. It tells me there's been some difficulty in that area for you, but she wants you to know that she's with you. She understands what you've been going through, and she wants to help. But her way of helping it is getting you to do something more for yourself, to take care of yourself. I hope you can relate to that. Okay? Thank you. God bless. All right. All right. There's okay. Why does it always happen on the YouTube channel that there's the spirit is here and he's asking for Rob. I don't know. I haven't seen that name up yet, but I'm hearing where's Rob. But both these channels work so differently. The Facebook that we have on Tuesday nights and what we do here on Wednesday night with YouTube, it's, there's a lot of people that go from one channel to the other, people that come in with the chat. But the spirits that come in are not always, I don't want to say a different caliber, but they're more forthright. They're more, coming in saying, where's Rob? Literally is what I'm hearing. And I don't know who Rob is. But that's who this guy is looking for. So if anyone knows, it'll help me to connect. Tina Signs, is your husband still living now? Because this man is looking for Rob. If you can jump in and answer, it'd really help me out a lot. At least I'd know where the message goes. Yes. Okay. All right, Tina, then this message is for your husband. Whether or not he'll listen to it, I don't know. But this feels like a brother or a brother-in-law, someone he was close to. He's saying, Tina, he's talking about Rob had a really hard time when he passed. He's saying he knows that. He was real good at not showing it and being very stoic, but he wants to know how hard it was. He's saying, because it was just as hard for me to leave him. And all I'm hearing is, I love you, man. Don't ever, ever forget that. It's just, the message is just that simple for him. If your husband will listen to it, please give him the message. Again, I feel like this is a brother or a brother-in-law, someone that he was very close to or he would consider to be a brother to him. They did a lot together. He's saying they hung out a lot together. I don't know what they did, but they enjoyed each other's company, and like when they really needed someone, they were their go-to person. But he wants Rob to know that he's okay. So I'll leave that, and hopefully, Tina, you can get that message to him. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, that one's taken care of. All right. All right, here there's. Can you feel the shift in energy in here tonight? I feel like I'm in a wave, like, out in the middle of the lake or something, and caught in waves. But the energy is strong in here tonight. All right. Eden. Amzek? Eden? Eden, are you having problems hearing? I'm asking because I'm feeling like people whispering in my ear. It's like they want to make a more of a direct connection with you, but I'm normally, folks, when I work with spirit, I see with my physical eyes and I use my physical senses with them. But this one is a gentleman, and I'm hearing a very soft, almost whispering in my ear. And Eden, it tells me that you were very close to this man to begin with. But to him, it was, being able to whisper, to be able to talk quietly, to him was the ultimate thing, the ultimate sharing experience. Tremendous love coming from him. And all I'm hearing, Eden, is just know that I'm walking fine now. If he had a problem walking, obviously he must have, because he's saying now that he's walking fine, he's getting around perfectly okay. He's saying he misses being with you. At the same time, I want to giggle because it's like I want to say he misses the laughter. Something about your giggle or your laughter he really misses. He says, every time he hears it now, and he does hear it, he says that brings him so much joy when he hears your laughter, because it's telling him you're okay, and that means a lot to him. I hope that makes sense. God bless. All right. Michelle Rittervold, how you doing? Michelle, is this your mother that's coming in? She's all excited. I don't know what this is in reference to, but I'm hearing it's almost time, something that she's been waiting for. And she wants you to know that she's going to be there with you. She's saying it's been a tremendous surprise for everybody, but she can't wait. And she wants you to know that she's getting all excited. A lot of love coming from her. Very directional is a nice way to put this, because I want to say that everyone kind of bounced or jumped to her tune. You know, like the family matriarch. It's like nobody wanted to argue with this woman because they'd lose, is what I got. But for all that is, being said and done, she loved unconditionally. She didn't care. Well, she cared right from wrong, but it didn't matter what you did, whether it was right or wrong. She loved you anyway. And she was like that with all the family. Just know that she's here. A lot of love coming from her. And a lot of excitement, whatever that's for. Okay? God bless. Okay. All right. Maybe it is the baby. But I know she's all excited about it. And she's saying it's coming close. It's coming near. Now, to you and I, November seems like a long way away, but to her, see, spirit, time is different in spirit than it is here. That's why sometimes it's very difficult to gauge, because what would be months or years to us can only be a moment in time for spirit. So sometimes, the timing may seem a little bit off. But it's just something that, you get used to the more you work with spirit. So just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay, anybody know a Madison Brownell? She won the free reading for this month. So if anyone can get the message to her, if you know her, just let her know to give me a call after the show or sometime tomorrow, and we'll set something up. And for the rest of you, if you can subscribe to the channel and letting people know about us, and coming on, and we'll do what we can, okay? And the name will go into a drawing for the end of the month. All right. Tiffany, I'm not sure on that last name. Debachki? I'm not sure on the last name, please. I don't mean to wreck your last name here, but it's Tiffany, you know me. Just holler at me, okay? Tiffany, I don't see a male coming through. Who is coming through is a woman. I feel a grandmother vibration, but I feel very motherly with her. I don't know if she raised you or helped to raise you, but she's coming in, and all I'm feeling are these great big arms wrapping around and just hugging for all she's worth. Tiffany, she wants you to know that it's not the end of the world. She says, you've got a long time here left, and there will be someone else eventually. And she says, but for right now, they need to learn. Okay. I just want you to know that whoever this is that you're looking for, they need time to learn. They need time. Don't give up on them. They won't give up on you. As soon as they can, Tiffany, they'll come through. And they'll come through directly. It won't be, someone else coming in for them. But right now, this woman is here, and she just wants you to know that he'll be here soon, just not quite yet. Okay? Don't give up on it. The love that we have with our loved ones here in this physical world doesn't end at the change called death. Death is just a change in a vibrational status. The spirit gets tired and no longer needs it's very possible, but they don't need the physical body. Okay, is it? I know it's a rough way to look at it, but when people, excuse me, are ready to hear it, the physical body is just a carcass, to express through in this physical world. And when the physical body no longer works, they shed it, so that they can go on to a more perfect expression. And that's what spirit's all about. Whether it's going towards the light or God or however you perceive or believe, there's no right or wrong in that perception. Um, the only thing I know from experience and from my work is that, there is a continuity of life. There is no end. Life continues. Okay. All right. Someone just asked about her daughter, her granddaughter with the Bible. Who is that, please?
I believe that was Michelle Sweet. I'm not sure. Let me just.
Is it Michelle Sweet?
I think it was. She's been asking for some time, I think.
Give us a moment here, folks, please. No, Crystal Butler. Okay, can someone tell me why my daughter carries the Bible with her? Well, I believe there's comfort in that for her. Regardless of the religious upbringing, for whatever reason, she finds comfort in that. And the Bible is a wonderful book of history. If she finds the comfort with it, let her carry it. Let it be with her. She needs that. She needs that connection, and there isn't a thing wrong with it. Just allow her to find her own way. She's obviously looking for a way right now, and she finds comfort with the Bible. So please, yeah, if it were me, I wouldn't stop her. I'd try to open a dialogue with her more, to get her talking about her spiritual beliefs and why she believes what she does. Like I said, there's really no right or wrong here. Okay. All right. And Tiffany, yes, he's with you.
They always say.
They don't, again, they don't leave us. There's a time of transitioning for every spirit, for every person when they go into spirit, when they die the physical death. There is a transitioning time, and everyone, their transition time is different. For some, it can be an extended period. It can be a couple of years. Others, it's almost instantaneous. It depends on where their spiritual beliefs were at the moment of that transition, at the moment of their physical death. With some, it takes a while to get used to the new environment and functioning and living in spirit. And there's really no way to judge that. And until they come through, they come through. That's the best that I can tell you. But I do know that if he was a guiding light for you in this physical world, you can betcha he's still going to be there for you now. And if it's not him right now, because he may be, going through that transitioning period, there's someone else that has stepped in for him. Don't give up on that. Okay? Because there's definitely, I can feel the love all around you. You just need to accept it and know that it's there. Okay? Christina Flansburgh. Okay. There is a woman that comes through, and I believe she's talking about your daughter, but this woman I don't believe is a cousin. I think I feel like a mother vibration with her. If she's not your biological mother, she's someone that you looked at like a second mom, someone that you really respected and you really loved. She wants you to know that your daughter's going to be okay, but right now she's got whatever she's going through. I know I really hesitate to even say this because I don't know what the situation is. I'm not being told. But whatever she's going through is necessary for the next stage of her life and in her emotional and spiritual growth here in the physical world. But the end result is she's going to be okay. Please know that. All right. This is just like a stepping stone. Is what I'm being shown, literally stepping stones. I hope that makes sense. Okay. God bless. All right. Elizabeth Hance. Elizabeth, as your name started to pass through, I heard literally grab her. um, this is a male vibration, and he's saying just grab her, let her know I'm here. Big man. I'm seeing huge hands on him. It's like that would be one of the telltale to help you understand who he is, because his hands almost seem gigantic, but he had very large hands. But at the same time, those very large hands were very loving and very soft. He's taking you, Elizabeth, and he's trying to direct you. Um, you've been having difficulties in making decisions lately on which way to go or what you should be doing or how you should be doing it. And this man is telling me, just tell her I've got her. She needs to trust that I'm going to help her through this. He doesn't tell me who he is. I feel like there's a biological connection. I don't know who he is. I'm not seeing his face. All I'm seeing are his hands. And it's like they're very hard. His hands, he was a hardworking man. Could tell just by looking at his hands. But he wants you to know that he's there helping to guide you. You need to trust that. You need to know that he's here. And he's saying, I'm not going to steer you wrong. I never did when you were here in the real world. I'm not going to do it now. And that's his terminology in the real world, folks. It's not mine, okay? Um, very strong. Just let him guide you, let him help you. And know that when a decision is made to go one direction or the other, or to do one thing or the other, know that he's helping to influence that. Trust it and just follow it. Stop questioning it. And you're going to be okay. You'll be in the right place where you're supposed to be. Okay? I hope that helps. All right. All right. Rick, Steph, Ireland. I don't know which one I'm talking to right at the moment. All I know is there's a man standing here with his arms folded. And he's saying, no matter which way you go, you're not going to like the outcome. So just do it. Get it over with so you can get on to the next stage. This has something to do with something going on in your life now that's causing confusion. And he's saying, just do what you have to do to get on with things. I hate being this blunt, but he's telling me, he says, no matter which way you choose, you're not going to be happy. So just choose it, do it, get it over with so you can get on to the next thing. I don't know what this is involving, but I hope it makes sense. I'll leave that with you. God bless. Tammy Musso, you said your vibe with people is lacking this month. Why? What's going on? Tammy, I just feel it's a time of rest for you. I'm seeing literally a line of, I don't know if they are spirit guides or just people that influence you on a regular level, from a spiritual level. I also feel mediumistic with you as well. But anyway, they're saying this is a time of rest. You've been doing too much, going too fast, too fast, too little time. And they're saying it's time to rest. It's time to shut down for a little bit. Take care of yourself. I hope you can understand that. Very, very, very strong with that message. It's just rest when you need to rest. You have a problem with that. It's like you always feel you have to be moving and going and perceiving, but they're saying, nope, that's not the way it happens. Yes, Tammy, mediumistic. Just you have the ability to work with spirit, to talk, to converse. Whether or not you know how to, I'm not sure, but I do know that it's very strong within you. If it's not something you are fully aware of, it's something that you might want to pursue at some point. Okay, I'll leave that with you. All right. Folks, wow, we're over halfway through the program already. All right, just an announcement has to be made. I made it to some last week, and I announced it last night. Next week, and for the duration of the time necessary, the man that murdered my granddaughter last fall is going on trial next week. While that trial is in session, I will be at the courts every day, and I will not be in a place mentally or emotionally to be able to read. So, for the duration of the trial, I will not be online. I will still have circles on Friday night. Our weekends are very filled. They're, with prior commitments. We will still be working on that level, but during the week, I will not be available online either Tuesday or Wednesday, only for the duration of the trial. I am praying that, we don't lose what we have built here. And I'm asking for your understanding and prayers for my family to help us get through this. It's an extremely emotional time, very difficult time. None of us want to have happen, but it has to be done. Um, so please just know that, follow us. We will announce through Facebook. If you're not on our page now, with either myself or Michelle Forsey, go to Facebook. You can find either one of us very easily, and we will keep you all informed of when we will be back online as soon as this trial is done. As soon as it goes to jury and we have time, where we can say, okay, it's over, we will be back online. That is a promise. But for the time being, please, I'm hoping that there's not going to be anger. I'm hoping that you understand. And if you think about us in the next couple of weeks, please send prayers for the family. It's going to be needed, but I need to be with my family, because they have to take priority, both Michelle and I. So thank you. All right. God, I hate making that announcement. I really do. All right. Thank you, Diana.
We're good.
Nicole Caputo, they're all good. They're doing good. All right. Thank you, everyone, for the positive comments and the prayers. It's greatly appreciated. Sometimes I even forget the human side, and it's just one of those times in our lives. Tammy Perry, how you doing? Tammy, I feel like I'm going through a tunnel right now with you. I have a man walking beside me as I'm walking through this tunnel, and I believe it's representative of something that's going on in your life right now. It's like there's a lot of darkness ahead. You can see the light at the end. You know that things are going to come to a conclusion for you. But right now, that walk is, because you don't have all the answers, is kind of scary. This man that's with me, I feel tremendous love coming from him. I feel like he is a grandfather or great grandfather. I don't know that you knew him personally, but Tammy, know that he's with you every step of the way. He's saying this isn't the first time. This has to do with family issues. He's saying this isn't the first time this has happened, and it probably won't be the last. But he's going to walk right beside you to help you through it, so that by the time whatever this situation is that's going on, and I really feel, wow, an intensity with it, um, much like my own. But he wants you to know that he will be there with you, and that you're going to come through this fine. He says, see that light up ahead? He says, you're going to come through and there'll be sunshine. So please just know that he's here to help. Okay, God bless. All right. Lisa Ald, that's a really strong question. Um, the work that I do here, knowing, how do we know our loved ones are going to a better place? First of all, a lot of it has to do with our personal beliefs, our spiritual beliefs. And I'm not talking about religious beliefs, I'm talking about our spiritual beliefs. And believe it or not, folks, there's a world of difference between the two. Um, I know from my experiences working with spirit and my own personal interaction that there is life after death. Absolutely. Our loved ones, it doesn't end at death, that they continue to come through. They continue to be a part of our lives as long as we allow them to.
Mm-hmm.
But, we get so caught up in the physical world and physical religious dogma, if you will, that we lose sight of that. And we feel just tremendous loss. Even like with my granddaughter, I got to tell you, it's like I've seen her, yes, and I have spoken with her, and it makes my heart feel good. But boy, I got to tell you, it's hell missing those hugs. It's hell having her, not having her walk through that door and saying, Nana, what do you got to eat? I'm hungry. The little things that we remember, it's the physical things that we grieve. It's not the spiritual loss, it's the physical loss. But I know without doubt that when they go on, that it's going to a better place than what they have here. And yes, all right, Lisa, you said you have other spirits come, but not your dad. Well, it may very well be because being almost afraid of it being your dad. I know that doesn't sound right because obviously it's something that you want. Your dad is there. He's very conscious of everything that's going on around you, but he may not feel the need. That's another thing. A lot of times, folks, you think you need to have an answer. It doesn't always come through the answer that you're looking for. It's because our loved ones are always here. But when they make themselves known to us is because either they have a need of something that they need to get across to you, or because they feel the need within you and you need that communication. It's not always as we choose it, it's as they choose it. That's why I tell everyone on these shows, I'm not trying to bystep anyone in any form when it comes to doing these readings or giving these messages, but I can only do it with the spirits that come to me tonight as I'm sitting here. Um, for all I know, it could be a personality conflict is why they're not coming through me. And that does happen. But just know that when you need them, they will be there. You may or may not be fully aware of them, but they are definitely there. And I believe he does know that you tried your best. Okay, hopefully he will come through one of these nights. I'm sorry I'm not feeling him here tonight, but that's not to say he won't come at another time. Okay, I hope that's helped. Not just you, but other people as well. All right. Ellen Johnson. Ellen, there's a young man that comes in and he's kind of hesitant to come forward. I don't know if he is new to spirit realm, newly in from transition. I don't know, but he's almost hesitant to come in, but I know he's here for you. He wants you to know he's here. He wants you to know that it doesn't hurt anymore. However he passed, in the physical, we think it was horribly painful, but he wants you to know that there's no pain. He doesn't hurt. He's feeling good. He's feeling whole and complete. And he hadn't felt that way for a very long time in the physical world. And that seems a little strange for me because this seems to be a younger man, or at least that's how he presents to me. Just know that he's here with love, and he wants you to know that he may be a few steps behind you, but he's here for you. and there's just a very soft smile on his face. A very, it's a type of smile that when you see this other person smiling, it kind of makes you smile. Okay? All right. Well, hopefully, Ellen, that's going to make sense to you. All right. God bless. Listen, folks, for all that's going on with the trial, we are still having Friday night circles at 7:30 here in St. Johnsville. If you're interested, please come on down. It's a wonderful exchange of energy and helps in so many ways. One of the biggest comments that we have received from anybody, it doesn't matter how lousy you're feeling when you start circle, and no one leaves that circle without feeling wonderful. And not just because of the messages, but because of the healing energy that's there. So come on and give us a try. If it's not for you, that's okay too. There's no hurt feelings. It's just try it for yourself. It's the only way to truly know if it's going to work for you. Okay? Your first time in, it doesn't cost anything. After that, we do ask for a $10 donation per person. We are trying to get a fund together or to keep a fund going to get a building where we could be doing the readings from in classes and everything that we want to do in seminars on a more professional level. So keep that in mind, and hopefully some donations will come through. But that's what the open circles are for. Also, we're having what we call our satellite circles, which is where we leave St. John's when we go to different places. June 29th, the last Saturday of the month, we plan on having a circle in Ballston Spa at the community center on Maple Avenue. That is $10 a person, and that is from 7 to 9 p.m. So again, all these things that we're talking about, just check us out on Facebook, once in a while, and you'll know where we're going, what we're doing, and what we're up to. But we're definitely still having circles. We'll be working on the weekends. This weekend, I will be at the flea market in Nelliston. I think it's called Bill's Produce. Anyway, it's right on Route 5, between Nelliston and St. Johnsville. And I'll be doing readings at a reduced rate, just to get some people in. And we're also, all our dragons are there, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I go crazy for them.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. Lisa Fox, how you doing? Lisa, just as your name started coming up, I got this big old smiley face right in front of me. Okay, someone who just made you happy, made you laugh. And I want to say from years ago, it's been, because she's saying it's a long time since she's been able to say hi. But boy, she says there isn't a day that goes by that I haven't popped in to see you or to let you know in some way that I love you. It's a good feeling with it. I don't know if the name Stacy means anything to you. But what I'm hearing is even Stacy says hi, whoever that is. I hope you understand it, because it's rare that I get names, but I'll leave that with you. God bless. I want to say Donovan Willis. I said Monica and Donovan Willis, but I want to say Donovan. What I'm getting with this is tell Donovan I'm here. He won't believe you anyway. Very point blank. A big man. I don't know if he drove truck or something to do with large, really large vehicles. He's like, hey man, he says, just tell him I'm saying hello. He won't believe it, but just tell him anyway. I hope that makes sense, Donovan. I hope you know who I'm talking about, because I sure don't. I feel good with it. I feel like he's saying he didn't believe in it. As his words are, I didn't believe in any of this nonsense either till I got over here. But he's saying it's so real. It's so real to him. And he appreciates the ability to be able to pop in and say hi. Okay? Hope it makes sense. All right. If anyone knows a Madison Brownell, she won the free reading this month. So please just let her know. Andrea. Andrea, I hear someone here calling your name. It's a woman.
Andrea.
And I just right here, Andrea. Okay, Arrow 734.
It's not Andrea. That's Arrow 734.
Yeah, but she had her name as Andrea
okay.
before.
Okay.
Because I'm hearing Andrea, and she's laughing. She says, "Ha! I finally got her attention," and she's laughing. This woman was a force to be reckoned with when she was in the physical world. She still is now, because I literally want to sit up straight and pay attention to her. Okay, I don't know who she is, but she had a very important role in your life. She wants you to know that she's here, and she's saying, "Yeah, I'm still teaching. Different level, different students, but." She's saying teaching life's lessons, if that makes sense to you. She wants you to know that she's here. Okay, this is a unique way to put it. She's saying literally, the trip over here wasn't so bad. I don't know what that means, folks. I really don't. But Andrea, that's what she is literally saying. The trip over here wasn't so bad. And she's laughing about it. To her, it was like, it was very rare that she took anything so serious. Just a lot of humor, a lot of love, a tremendous amount of positive energy around her. It's like if anyone ever needed someone to help build them up or get them through something, she was the one that was there. She was the go-to person, because she would always work really hard to build you up or to make you feel good about you or to help you through anything that you were going through. Just know that she's here, okay? And a whole lot of love coming from her. God bless. All right. All right, you know who it is. Thank you. Bethany Partridge. Hi, Bethany. Bethany, there is, I want to say, a small group of people here, and they keep showing me maps. I don't know what the maps are. I don't know what they're of. I'm seeing it's like all different directions of road maps, geographical maps, just all kinds of maps. And they're talking about, Bethany, is you need to choose. You need to choose a direction and you need to follow it. They're telling me that you've had a difficulty with this in the recent, I want to say the recent year. That's what they're telling me. That choosing a direction and knowing where you belong and what you're supposed to be doing has been difficult for you. But Bethany, they're saying they have it all right there for you. Just trust it. You know which way you're supposed to go, and stop being so afraid of the unknown. Half the journey is getting past the fear, the other half is getting the energy to follow it through. They're saying if you can get past the fear, we can help give you the energy to get you through. I hope that makes sense. Whatever these choices are that you've been having such a difficult time with, or directions, just choose a direction and go. The answers that you need will be there, because whatever is going to be a positive outcome, simply with the amount of spirit energy, positive spirit energy that you have with you. I want to say it's a whole host of people, both biological relatives as well as friends and family of friends of family. This one woman steps forward and she says, "Sweetheart, I don't want you to be lost anymore." I want you to know that you're headed in the right direction. And it's almost like there's tears in this woman's eyes when she's talking to you, Bethany, and she just wants you to know that she doesn't want the sadness, she doesn't want the tears anymore. She wants to know that you're okay and that you're hearing her. But just know that the message is given with tremendous love. I hope it makes sense. All right. Diane Lott, thank you so much. And keep in touch. And like I said, through Facebook, between Michelle and I, people will know where we're going and what we're doing. Okay? All right. Kyra Baird. Kyra, as your name came through, it was like I had a hard time taking in a breath for a moment. I think this is the energy of this woman that's standing here. It's her way of telling me that she had a very difficult time breathing before she passed on. But she wants you to know that that problem is no longer there. She's breathing just fine. She's saying, I'm okay, and you need to know that. You need to let the rest of them know that I'm okay. Whatever was wrong before she left, it was just a physical thing, she's saying, because there's nothing bothering her now. Just, she wants you to know that there's a lot of love. She's saying, and I miss everyone. She's trying to come through, but she's saying, no one's listening to me. All right. Well, I'm listening, dear. And she just wants you to know that she's here. Okay? I will leave that with you. Okay, folks, it's just about time to sign off for this week. Please just know that in the coming weeks, please keep my family in your prayers. Help us get through this time. Um, Part of the reason why I'm not going to be online, like I said last night, is I have a temper and I have limits too. I know what I feel, I know what I want to have happen, and we've just got to go through the process of the courts. So please just bear with us. We'll let everyone know what's happening and when we will be online again. And hopefully it'll be in the next week or two. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your energy. It brings me such relief to know that the positive energy is there. God love you all. Thank you.